All right. Alibaba Group, the Chinese e-commerce giant and favorite suppliers to wholesalers, has again gotten itself into trouble with the U.S. government. It's landed back on the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative's annual list of notorious markets that sell pirated or fake goods. It's not really a good place to be as we close out 2016, but Alibaba is actually no stranger to the list, and RT's Lindsay Francis is going to break this down for us. So, again, it was on the list.
Right.
Removed in 2012. Now it's back on. What happened?
So the online shopping website, it's similar to eBay or Amazon, and Taobao is a sort of an arm of it. One of the things that a lot of people don't care about when they order from sites like Alibaba, Taobao, what have you, is that a lot of these are cheap and some of them are knockoffs. The people who have a real problem are the actual luxury goods producers like Coach, Marc Jacobs, and things like that. So one of the things is that high levels of counterfeit is one of the things that the office is pointing out. U.S. trade representatives also point out that when companies complain, like wholesale companies that get this product in, they complain about a fake good, bad service, there's slow or no response. And so it's sort of a tacit shutting of the doors. That's been a big problem. So it was taken off. The list when it originally got itself onto it back in 2012. It's been 4 years, and there have been numerous pushes to get it back on, but let's be honest, it's a very rich company. It's got very good lawyers. It's going to do what it needs to do to get off that list, but it's been a big push to put it back on.
Yeah, and I'm assuming the company not very happy about this latest move. What are they saying?
Well, first of all, you have to look at the numbers to see sort of what its reaction is, because it sounds a bit glib, the reaction. So it's by far China's biggest retailer. It broke records by raising $25 billion on the New York Stock Exchange in 2014. Michael Evans represents the company. He says it's disappointed, and he says that this is a motivation of it is it's a political motivation, a political climate motivation. Basically what he's saying is it has to do with our current climate of a Trump administration. Trump has hit out many times on foreign companies, China stealing, black market, intellectual property, everything coming from China, even his steel beams in the past. So there's been that argument. And not only that, you know, Taobao said earlier this year it's trying to tighten its restrictions. Well, it's earning a lot of money, and part of it, obviously, is in not tightening those restrictions. So what sort of proof is it offering the U.S. to stay off this list? And that's going to be interesting to watch as this sort of unfolds and it makes its push to get off of it.
Yeah, and you mentioned the big names in luxury goods. Those are the players in the game that have a huge problem with Alibaba and with their activity. And they, as far as I understand, also lobbied for its removal from the International Anti-Counterfeiting Coalition as well. What can you tell me about that?
It's a huge watchdog. It's more than 250 members of, we're talking the design elite. Everyone who makes a bag that you and I would like to get is basically on this. And, you know, really big names have pushed Michael Kors, Gucci America, and said, look, we really have to keep on top of our licensing. Anything, New York's Chinatown, right? They carry these goods, and company spies are sent through to try to monitor. You're selling our fake goods. These are not real. And a lot of money is spent by these companies to prevent this from happening. They're making, I mean, $25 billion on the New York Stock Exchange. They have been pushing a long time for them to be ousted from this international coalition. They were ousted in May. So it doesn't look like a happy Christmas for Alibaba right now.
It really seems like it comes down to lobbying and who has the best lobbying efforts.
And that's true.
I know Alibaba began lobbying the U.S. government to make sure that they could stay off that list, the counterfeit list. And now some people are saying, well, apparently they need to step up their lobbying
and it's
efforts.
not a new fight. It's been going on for a couple of years. So we'll see how powerful they are at actually getting off that list and back on the watchdog.
All right. It's like a seesaw.
Yep.
We'll stay on top of it.
Exactly.
Lindsay Francis, thank you. And still ahead here on Boom Bust, the travel season is upon us as cost-saving measures bring in skinnier seats, less legroom, and now less headroom. Are travelers getting nickeled and dimed? Plus, in the equity world, investors are up to their ears in fees. As we head into 2017, Ed Harrison will tell us how not to invest. That's on the other side. Stay with us. And as we go to break, here are the numbers at the closing bell.